Good morning. Welcome everybody to episode 27 of Yarning with Mimi. This is my podcast about knitting, crochet, and my love of yarn. My name is Sherry Ann and I'm coming to you from South Texas. The weather outside is just beautiful today. It's probably it's probably about 80 degrees, so that's nice and cool for us. We did have a cold front come through a few days back, and it actually got down into the 50s. Boy, was it ever nice. That didn't last very long, though. Anyways, places where you can find me. I do have email, yarningwithmimi@gmail.com. I am on Instagram, sawood62. And I do have a Facebook group, which I have not really been very active on that, so I need to try and catch up and start posting some things on that. Anyways, this is episode 27. It's probably going to be pretty short. I don't have I do have some things to show you, which we'll get to. I don't know if you can see my cat back here. She's kind of hiding. He'll come out in a little bit. Fiber. Okay, so let me give you an update on my little nonprofit, Mimi's Kind Knits. I was able to make my rounds and donate several items last week. And I was able to donate 189 preemie beanies to the NICU at a local hospital. And in that bag, I also had some little sweater sets and a couple of little dresses that I was in a sewing mood a few months back, so I made a couple of little dresses and like summer style dresses for the preemies. And so we dropped that off, and then some little blankets. And then I went to the school district and I was able to donate 157 hats to the school district. I have a whole lot more, but I have to weave in the ends. So anyways, I have actually started weaving ends in as I go now, so I don't have to do it after. So if I'm working on a sweater and I finish a sleeve, I weave that end in right away. So I don't have like 8 or 10 ends to weave in at completion time, which I guess I just don't really love weaving in a whole lot all at once. Okay, let's see if you can see him now. There he is. That's Nemo. Okay, so I donated the hats to the NICU and the hats to the school district. I have another bag ready to go to the Pregnancy Resource Center, but they're not open at times when I can go. And they aren't open on the weekends. However, I am off next Monday, and I already confirmed with them they will be open, so I'll drop off that bag. And that has some blankets and a bunch of beanies and stuff for the Pregnancy Resource Center. Okay, while I think of this, I want to apologize for my last podcast. I'm sure you noticed it was just really messed up. I have this new computer or laptop. It's an HP Chromebook, and I really like it. However, when I'm recording on my previous laptop, you have a record button, and then there's a pause button, and then there's a stop button. And on my new laptop, I can't find the pause. And every time I thought I was pausing 2 weeks ago, I was actually stopping the recording. So I have 3 recordings for last week's episode. So I know it's kind of crazy when you're trying to look at them. And when I was uploading them or uploading for publishing, I couldn't tell which order they were in. I didn't know which one was first, second, or third. So one of them I just labeled episode 26, parts 1, 2, and 3. So this is just going to be a shoot it as we go because I don't have a pause button, and I don't want to have multiple recordings. Anyways, let's jump into finished objects. I had a request for because of the cool weather. We have cold weather for like one day. But anyways, I had a request for a hat and mitten set, matching set, because this girl, her little hands, well, she's not little, she's a lady, her fingers get really cold. So this is made with, I love this yarn, and it is one of the tweeds. I think this is called Aran Fleck. And here's the mittens that I made. So I made these yesterday. I really like making mittens. I wish we had more of a use for them down here. And then I had another, a friend at work request a black set. Black's just not my most favorite color to work with, but it turned out all right, I suppose. And she wanted a slouchy beanie. So this was the first pattern that I made, but to me it seems kind of small. This might be for a child. So I used a different pattern. This is actually 2 strands of worsted weight held together. So it's a really thick fabric. But then I used a different pattern, and this is just a single strand. And so this is a nice slouchy beanie. She wanted it to be really slouchy. And I made her some fingerless mitts. Let me put those on. These are really super easy. It's, I forget who made it, but I'm going to learn how to link things so I can put links in eventually. But here's the set of fingerless mitts. And so I had another friend at work. She ordered a pair also in black. So those have been delivered already. Then I had, last year I made some hats for my friend's children for Christmas. And a few months back, we had some flooding and their house got damaged and they lost a lot. And those hats were damaged. So she asked me to make more. So I've already made them, and they've already been delivered. But I'm not sure if you've ever seen these. It's called Top This, and it's a little kit. And there's several different characters. Here I have a unicorn. This is so cute. So I also ordered some for my grandchildren. So I'm going to be making those. There's this lady at work. She has short hair, but she twists her bangs and puts little barrettes in them. And so her caregiver asked me to make some barrettes. So, whoops, sorry, just knocked the table. So here, this is a pattern from Natasha, and it's a Japanese flower. And I put some bling in it, and I glue gunned it onto the little clippy. I don't know if you can see that, to go in the hair. So I made a orangey one, green with the red bling, and then kind of like an aqua whitish. It's tonal. So those turned out really cute. I have several dishcloths that I finished. Right now I'm making, okay, say hi. Look. I'm making, I said dishcloths, but really they're washcloths. Well, you can use them for whatever you want, but the purpose that I'm making them for is for washcloths. I'm using this big ball. It's a Premier Home cotton, big, 700 yards. It's 14.1 ounces, 85% cotton, 15% polyester. And this is color Sage. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see how many cloths I can get out of one ball. So far I have 3. I don't know, let me just move this way, right back there, all of that. Those are all dishcloths that I made that I did not weave in the ends. I just kept making them and making them. So now I have to go back and weave in the ends. So I have a lot of dishcloths already made. So here is a little preemie blanket. I made this yesterday also. I'm using Bernat Baby Sport yarn. I think that I got at Michael's a long while back. So I'm making the preemie blankets for NICU. Now, some exciting news. My landlady, my friend Mary, she owns a little store. She has a partner. I have not been there yet, but I plan on going soon. And it's like I guess it's like a little boutique. She sells women's apparel and accessories. Anyways, I shared with her my baby sweaters, and she commissioned me and bought 10 sweaters, and she's going to sell them in her shop. So I've been making more in preparation, and this is the little pattern that Mikey with the crochet crowd. It's called Crocheted Baby Jacket. I can't get that even. So here's an orange one with the beanie. Here's a grayish one for a boy with the beanie. This one's really pretty. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but there's sparkle in this yarn. You can probably hear the train going by. I don't know. Can you see the sparkle in this? With the beanie. And then this one. This is called Parasol Party. It's Hobby Lobby's Yarn Bee and the little beanie. So I have those sweaters made. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 more over there. That I need to sew the button on. And that's something I've started doing too. As I make a sweater, I complete it so it's already done, so I'm not sewing on 20 buttons. I sew one button on at a time when the sweater is done, and it's just a lot smoother that way for me. I finally come to realize. Okay, so something I'm doing for Mimi's Kind Knits, and I'm putting this out there, and I'm asking for y'all's help. If you can, super duper. If not, no biggie. I'm still going to do it. But, Billy with the Crafty Floridian, she has the Hats for Kids campaign going, and everybody's sending her hats. I've sent my share of hats, and I have to send her some more. But I'm doing the washcloths. I haven't sent any to the Pink Slipper Project in the last few months, although I've got tons of washcloths made. And then with my recent move again, and finding everything and unbagging everything, and now getting organized, I've committed to making washcloths for work, for the welcoming the new residents when they come in. And we can get upwards of 40 admissions every month. I mean, some months it might not be 40, but other months, yes, certainly 40. So trying to keep up with 40 washcloths every month, and doing other things that I want to do. I don't think I can keep up with that and also continue to donate to the Pink Slipper Project. So I'd like to ask for your help in everybody sharing their washcloths with me so I can continue to support both causes. I just think that would be really super neat. And as I get packages, I'll show them on my podcast, just like Billy shows her hats when she gets her packages. And so if you all could do that, I sure would appreciate it. And thank you in advance for those of you that might be able to help. Okay, so I'm thinking, oh, I didn't show you this hat. I've started making hats again, even though I have a bunch of ends to weave in on the other ones over there, but I'm going to get another pack together. And that yarn is this one right here. This is called Craft Smart Never Enough. It is 601 yards, 11.9 ounces. And this is from Michaels. This is a Michaels brand, $5. It is, and this is the variegated one, but what is this called? This is called Gold Teal Ombre. And it's a smaller ball than the plain colors, I think, and $5, pretty good. It reminds me of Red Heart Super Saver. I mean, it's not too rough, but it's not as soft as I love this yarn. Hobby Lobbies, I love this yarn. So anyways, I thought that was a nice hat. This one's knit. And I have a lot of crocheted ones that I have to get packed up. All right, y'all, I think that's probably it for today. I had no show notes, so this wasn't really all that organized, but I did want to try and get everything in and show to you before I give it away. And wish me luck with my sales at my friend's little boutique. Oh, I did want to show you one other thing. I made another little sweater. I don't have it because I gave it to my friend. There is another store, another boutique called Just for Babies. Beautiful clothing and like cribs and bedding and stuff like that. Anyways, I made this sweater, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to see this picture very good. It's black and white, but it's called the Old Fashioned Baby Sweater Set. And here is a picture of the sweater. Let's see. It is made out of crochet cotton. I made a white one and put red velvet ribbon. Oh my, did it ever look pretty. It is so dainty and very girly. So I'm hoping that my friend, she's going to show it to the lady who owns the Just for Baby shop and see if she might want to start selling those there, because it's kind of like an upscale baby shop. Real beautiful items and stuff that you don't find at like Walmart or Target or stuff like that. But anyways, so wish me luck with that venture. I sure do like the little extra income. And I do want to keep up with my Mimi's Kind Knits, my donations, and would just love for you to help. I'm going to include my address in the description box below for anybody who would like to send me some washcloths. All right, everybody, take care. Have a good week. And I'll catch you in another week or two. Thank you. Bye-bye for now. Remember to show and spread kindness.